It's time for the Disney List, where we end up chatting with you about some of our favorites and least favorites of the Disney park experiences. And this week, it's all about Tyler's favorite Disney California Adventure attractions. Tyler, what do you got for us?
Yes. My three favorite attractions. You know, this one was actually pretty tough for me. Because there are some on this list there are some that I wanted to put on the list that were like, they couldn't actually be like somebody's favorite attraction. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really my favorite attraction, but I wanted to put it. Anyway, I'm just going to get right into it. So, in no particular order here, the first one that I have on my list is the Incredicoaster.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, and honestly, I know some people were a little disappointed when the Incredicoaster took over California Screamin', but I thought it was a huge upgrade in every way. I really did. I thought that it brought character to the park. It brought a story to that ride. That was more than just, hey, let's build a ride that is the theme park style that Walt didn't want to have. So you know what I mean? Does that anyway? So I just think with the music that was from I'm blanking on his name right now, but the guy that did the music for the movies did the music for.
Is it Michael Giacchino?
Yes,
No.
yeah,
Okay.
I think it is. I think that's right. I think you're right. Anyway, he did.
We don't fact check here.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine. Go.
He ended up doing the music, and I mean, just everything about it. It. I love hearing the different characters as you're going along. The different, like, you get the smell in one tunnel from the cookies, and so that was one way that they made a thrill ride. And they took a thrill ride and they added some great story to it, and that's what I loved.
Now, would California Screamin' have been the same level of appreciation rather than just being Incredicoaster? I mean, would this still have made the list if it was California
personally,
Screamin'?
no. I mean, personally, no. I don't think it would have made the list. I think I would have gone at the time. I probably would have put like Tower of Terror on there instead, you know. But now that it's Guardians of the Galaxy,
Heimlich's Choo Choo Train.
yeah, Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. There you go. Now that's what we should all be talking
Rest
about.
in peace.
I know, really. But yeah, I don't know. You know, California Screamin' was, like I tried to allude to earlier, that it was based off of the theme park aesthetic that Walt Disney himself said, I don't want my park to be like that.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of a weird choice to say, like, hey, let's do this California theme park thing, because I thought that was the goal, was to not be the California theme park. Anyway, that was always my thought with it. I also really disliked the music of California Screamin'. So when they upgraded the music to the Incredible stuff, I personally really enjoyed that change, and it puts a smile on my face. It's just goofy and fun, and
I definitely think the Incredicoaster is a major upgrade for sure.
Yeah.
What's your number two?
So my number two, Radiator Springs Racers.
Heyo.
You cannot go to California Adventure without riding Radiator Springs Racers.
It's a sin.
Yeah, right.
It really is.
wrong.
It's probably the best ride that Imagineering has created in years. Like, I can't think of anything that's just more impressive on every level. If you think about how tight the timing is on that ride and everything, for example, I mean, there's a moment where they had to build 2 maters because to get the timing window correct, they had to have one car looking at Mater 1 and the second car looking at Mater 2. You know what I mean? So, and they hide it really well. It's not something you even notice unless you're looking for it. Anyway, it's just one of those things where at every single turn you see where somebody was hitting some limitation while they were designing it, and they had to figure out their way around that limitation.
That's a great point.
And they did it flawlessly.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, they took the technology, which is amazing, and they made it make sense with every facet of that story. Every single thing that is in that ride comes from one of those movies, and it looks like it's straight out of it. It looks like it's straight out of the movie, and that's prime storytelling to me. That's when you're doing it 100% right. When I look at Lightning McQueen and he looks like he just walked or rolled out of that movie, then I know they did it right.
You're right. Classic Disney storytelling with modern technology executed flawlessly.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So my number 3 then, again in no particular order
Sure.
really, I'm gonna go with Toy Story Midway Mania.
All right.
Yeah. And Toy Story Midway Mania for me is one of those rides that the more you do it, the more fun it is actually. Which is not, you can't say that about every ride. But there is something about, and we go in and there's a lot of people don't know that to get the best scores, it is easier to work together as a team, because to get some of the little secrets that go off to get like the higher scoring patterns and things like that, you need to actually work together. And they have to hit this plate at the same time I'm hitting that plate, like and then different things happen, like for example that one where you hit the 2 plates at once, the tank comes out and starts shooting plates that are worth 5,000 at you. So it's like, okay. So as you play that game, as you play every game, you start to learn all these different little secrets of like how you can do better, how you can improve your score. And to top it all off, you get to work together with whoever you're sitting with, which makes it also another level of fun.
Aw.
And
That's so sweet.
Well, he wasn't talking about you. I'm sure. Just kidding.
I understand.
Well, on that note, do you often beat Tyler? At
No.
Midway Mania? Oh.
I beat him at like Buzz Lightyear in Florida in like the Walt Disney World.
You
That's
do
the only
get
thing
me
I
right.
ever beat him in, because I
Yeah.
refused to tell him the secrets.
Oh.
Yeah, that one I can't play that game. I don't know what, I can't figure out how to
He
aim
always
in
gets
that
the
game and
bear. He
everything.
always gets like that top section, and I'm always like the cat, like 2 below. I'm just
Yeah.
like, hey,
can
at
you
least
do?
I'm consistent. I don't know.
At least there's that.
Yeah, but it's just a fun time, and I even love just the little touch of exiting the ride, getting out, and you see on the floor there, like in the study, you see like the little tiny model of what
Right.
you were just inside, and it makes you feel like, yeah, we grew, we were toy size, and now we grew, and now we can see the toy that we were playing with, from our adult perspective. And I don't know, it's the little touch like that that
I think
really.
a lot of people ignore that when they walk out. They throw their glasses away and then walk down the stairs.
But it's one of my.
You
I
need to
think
look
you're
at
right,
it.
I think you're right, but it's one of my favorite things that kind of really wraps up the ride. That they don't even have to say anything. They don't have to do anything. They just put a little diorama there, and it really tells so much of a story. It tells so much of what just happened. Oh,
Such a perfect detail.
yeah, exactly. And I can't forget about Mr. Potato Head. I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
come on.
Out there barking it up.
I mean, when they added Mr. Potato Head to Paradise Pier, it was called Paradise Pier at the time. I mean, that was one of those things where you just wanted to stop and watch him.
Right.
I mean, he's great. I love him.
There's no potato like Mr. Potato.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah. So number 1, we had Incredicoaster. Number 2,
Raider Springs Racers.
and number 3.
And then Toy Story Midway Mania.
Very
So-
nice. Topping out your list in no particular order, as you know.
Yeah.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.